All right, so we're joined by the Long Beach State women's water polo team following a thrilling victory in the semifinal round of the 2026 Big West Women's Water Polo Championship. So, Coach Welch, pretty intense match out there. If you can, please just provide us with an opening statement about that game.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a close one. We knew it was going to be intense. I mean, the hope is that it's not, but the matchups Davis has had this year and some of the wins they've had as a program has been, they've had a great season. So we knew it was going to be a tough matchup. Luckily, we came out on top, but they gave us a fight all the way to the end. So luckily came out on the other end of that, but just some great play out there, some things we need to clean up going into tomorrow, but we're excited to be matching up tomorrow with Hawaii.
Perfect, thank you. And then if there's any other questions, please just state your name and affiliation before asking your question.
Hi, it's Timothy Hessen from the Long Beach Parent. Congratulations to the three of you on the win.
Thanks, Timothy.
Of course, obviously the last couple seasons, back to back at UCI, runner up to Hawaii in the championship game this season. Back in the final game, but obviously had to get there to go through a really tough Aggie team, a really close game. What did you think? How today's performance kind of informs how you feel going into tomorrow. Obviously, Hawaii had a great game earlier today, and then these are the two teams that we've kind of been looking forward to this all year.
Yeah, this is how we mapped it out. So we were ready for this, and this is where we wanted to be. So we're ready to go. Hawaii's a different team than Davis, so a little bit different of matchup. So we're prepared and ready to go. And it's right where we plan to be. So our goal is to come out on top tomorrow.
It's not very common, I don't think, for a goalie to have 2 assists in a minute in the first quarter, but you had that couple transition opportunities. Polina just thrown it up to Lisa. That was all of the offense in the first quarter. How important was just the play in the cage for you guys today?
I mean, Paulina's been huge for us in there this season. She's just done a great job. And last time we played Davis, she came up with a record-breaking number of saves for our program. So she's just been a great pillar back there with defense, and she sets the tone. And then, like you said, being able to feed those outlet passes and get us pushing that counterattack has been great. So she's done an awesome job for us this season.
Kara, there was a point in the second quarter where you're trading goals and it's a 3-0 run. Of that, you have the first goal, then you assist the next two. You assist Lucy on one, and I believe Lisa on one. That run kind of UC Davis kind of clawing from behind for the rest of the contest. How important was that kind of stretch to finish the second quarter for you guys?
Yeah, I feel like that really helped our momentum going into the third quarter, and we said that we wanted to push the counter in this game, and I feel like continuing that really helped us.
For Lucy, there's kind of a ridiculous play towards the end of the third. On the left side, threw it left-handed, somehow ends in the right corner. Past their goalkeeper, who also had a great performance today. Obviously, senior transfer, first year and the only year at this chance at helping LBSU take home its first Big West championship. How important was it for you to be at your best, in a game like this, knowing what's at stake?
Yeah, I feel like it's very important, and I feel very comfortable and happy that I know Coach Shana and Katie, they always have my back and they're always encouraging me, which gives me so much more confidence to play better. And I know that we have an incredible team, so if I can't make a shot one quarter, I know I have 23 other girls that can back it up for me, and we work so well together as a team, and we have so many different people that can score like we showed today. So I think that will also really help us for tomorrow.
For sure. And then for Coach Shana, in the first half they were UC Davis was 0-6 on the power play. Scored a couple towards the second half, of course, but that was a pretty big mark in terms of your defensive effort.
Yeah.
What kind of can you take from that going to tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, defense, I said it yesterday, defense wins championships. So the team that comes out with the best 5-on-6 defense, the team that's shutting down, the goalies that's having the best game, they're going to come out on top. So the goal is always to, one, minimize the times you're down and having to run 5-on-6, but the time that you are, you got to play solid defense. And we did a great job in that first half. We know Davis is the second half team. They come out strong. I mean, almost every game this season, they've made this run in the third and fourth against other teams they've played. So we were ready for that. So it's great to have those stats in the first half, but we got to keep pushing that in the third and the fourth.
And speaking of that, the biggest scare of the day, 4-0 run, starting in the third, going into the fourth from UC Davis. Chelsea Johnson, I think, had 3 scores there. A couple timeouts called. Eventually, the crazy backhand score at the end staves it off. But what was kind of the process, in the huddle, just kind of dealing with that run and dealing with the momentum, slipping so quickly?
Yeah, just trying to refocus on that. We had a lot of water polo to play still, and a lot of things that can happen in that time. So I think it's just refocusing and kind of recentering ourselves all as a group, and remembering what the game plan is and sticking to that. Obviously, she's, they've got a couple really good players, and number 19, we knew we had to shut her down, and we let her score 4 on us. So, just those little detail things that we got to fix going into tomorrow. But, just kudos to Davis for just having such a great game. They're a great program, so they gave us a good run.
And then, final question for Kara and Lucy. In the Big West, you get kind of used to playing these teams. You get to know you get used to playing these players and programs. Hawaii, again, it's always a big battle between these two programs. What's the feeling like going into tomorrow, and how do you feel like your past experiences kind of inform how you feel going into tomorrow? Just the repetition of playing this team so hard.
I mean, I'm super excited to go in tomorrow. The last 2 years that I've been here, we've played them in the final of Big West, and it hasn't worked out in our favor, but I think this year is our year to come out on top.
Yeah. Like you said before, I transferred here, so this is my first year, so I think in my 4 years, this would be only the 4th time me playing Hawaii, but I'm really, really excited. Our team is pumped up, and we know that if we just stick to our game plan, that we can come on top tomorrow.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
Definitely. And then one more final question for ladies. I'm sorry if you don't mind. A pretty special moment when you guys took at the bracket. A lot of good emotion. It seems like you guys have a birthday today too. So kind of just talk about the camaraderie and what it means to be a member of the Beach this season, because it seems like this is a pretty special year.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like for our team, we're honestly just a little family, and it's something that was really eye-opening to me, and one of the main reasons why I decided to come here to the beach, just because of the team chemistry and how close we are, and I feel like that really helps us in the water, and I'm sure you can see it as well.
Yeah, we've come up with team values every year, and one of our values this year was passion, and I feel like we really played very passionate this season, and it's really brought us together.
All right, congratulations one more time, Long Beach State, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Go Beach.